Cancer. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, please know that there is a message in this reading for you. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Always practice good discretion when seeking advice. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Also, Cancer, let's talk about that moon. That last quarter moon will be moving through the sign of Cancer. As that moon moves through the sign of Cancer, it will be shining light on everything dealing with home, people, situations, the home environment itself, but we will find ourselves looking at situations dealing with the home. Maybe a barbecue, maybe a family get-together, maybe cleaning up the yard for fall, maybe doing some final painting around the house, some final fall cleanup, something that has to do around the home. And also, we may be experiencing maybe some low energy, maybe a little bit of melancholy. That melancholy is really Spirit asking us, really Spirit guiding us towards learning forgiveness. Not only forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of ourselves. It is only when we can truly forgive ourselves that we can forgive others. And when we let go of feelings that are no longer serving us, that is when we're going to gain a real sense of belonging, a real sense of acceptance, self-acceptance. And the underlying message for this reading is the Star card. Wow. I love that Star card for you, Cancer. And if we see and we take a closer look at this Star card, we can see how she's finding balance, how she's taking from the spiritual to give to the physical, and how she has one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual, and she's finding that balance between the seen and the unseen, and how she's using the unseen to feed or to water the seen. Let's see how that plays into the rest of this reading. Very powerful cards here for you, Cancer. Partnerships. Strength is needed. A lot of fire, a lot of strength. Partnerships. And equal reciprocity, fairness, balance. And so I do see that there's a lot of strength, and I think that that is mental strength that is required of you at this time in your work life, in your professional life, in your business life, in your public life. There's a lot of strength that is being required of you. And it's emotional strength more so than physical strength. And the strength that is that you need is because of a coworker or because of a boss. And this working relationship, whatever this working relationship is, it's causing a lot of challenges. Emotional challenges or thought challenges. You just have been the challenges is you've been thinking about this so much, it's been giving you headaches, it's been giving you stress related symptoms. And while there are many parts of this work that you enjoy, there's just that one aspect about that relationship or that working relationship that has you questioning whether the amount of stress, the amount of energy, the amount of strength that it takes you is worth it. Only you can decide that. And so I think that you're content with the pay, you're content with everything except that challenge, that challenging relationship, working relationship that has brought on, that you keep looking at, that you keep focusing on. And only you can determine if it is all worth it. But when I see this Ace of Wands here for you, Cancer, that's telling me that your hard work, what you put into this, will pay off. And if you leave too soon, you may miss an opportunity that will pay off well. And I believe that's why we're seeing this star here, this star card here for you, Cancer. Spirit is asking us, I'm surprised I didn't see the Temperance card here, but Spirit is asking us to use the unseen to balance the seen. That's telling us that if we can use our inner quiet, our inner wisdom to manage this situation. Actions speak louder than words. So if we can go in and maintain a quiet, calm demeanor, despite of the chaos and the challenges that are going on around us, that energy will gradually spread. And it's almost like becomes contagious. In your home life, in your private life, there's a transition, getting ready for a transition, getting ready for a change, experiencing a change. Stepping out of your comfort zone, trying and experiencing new things, new situations. There's a heightened awareness leaving the past behind. There's just this time of transition, and it's a time of inner transition. Something within you is shifting. And if you watched your last week's reading, we talked about the last few readings. We've talked about the energy of the moon and how to use and tap into the energy of the moon, just like we did at the beginning of this reading, where the harvest moon on the 23rd brought in some really strong energy on wanting to change, on wanting a shift. And then the full moon on the 29th heightened our ability to manifest, heightened our ability to set our intentions. And have you set your intentions? Are there something that you are wanting to setting your intentions? You've set your intentions. There's something that you want to change, or something is changing. This is the season of change for you, Cancer. And something within you is shifting. Something within you is transitioning. And you're putting yourself out there. That broken heart, that tender heart, that betrayal has caused the wheel to spin. You're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to try something new and put the past behind you. Move forward into uncharted territories, to step outside of your comfort zone. And you have this beautiful star here guiding you. And why I say that beautiful star is there guiding you, that beautiful star is your inner light, your inner wisdom, and trusting that, and learning to trust that. And that is a process that's just not going to snap magically happen. That's a process that we spend a lifetime building, trusting, and adjusting, but it's just taking those first steps. And here I see you taking those first steps. Here I see you taking those first steps. And again, final thoughts, final messages. We see the Nine of Cups, and again, that Nine of Cups, we can see how carefully he's guarding, how carefully he's holding that chalice. And that chalice is really about spiritual and emotional gifts, and how carefully he's guarding that, and how carefully he's moving forward with that. And we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, again, we can say is about intuition, about the spiritual, and about experimenting with that, and about finding that, and about embracing that. And again, we have the Star, your inner light, your inner wisdom, watching, guiding. And here we have your shadow self. There's parts that you don't trust, or parts that you do not acknowledge or admit to or like to look at. And the King of Swords is here asking us to be strong. To be strong. Developing self-trust, Cancer, is the best way to combat what we perceive as others' opinion of us. It's almost like you're experiencing a heightened awareness. And this heightened awareness is implementing or causing change. And so when we're trying something new and we're hyper aware of other people around us, sometimes their perceived reaction to us will cause us to change course, will cause us to change our direction in order not to appear foolish. And Cancer, other people's opinions of us do not matter. And you know, my grandmother always used to say, or my grandmother told me, what other people think of me is none of my business. And really what she was telling me is, when we are so worried or we are so focused on what other people are thinking about us, or how other people are judging our actions, we, in a sense, give them control over our actions, give them control over our deeds. And what is right for one person is not necessarily right for another person. We are all, every person on this planet is a unique individual, having an experience that is unique for them. And so what is right or acceptable for one person isn't necessarily going to be right or acceptable for the next person or anyone else on this planet. We are here on our own truth. We are here on our own life's mission. And that's why other people's opinions really don't matter. Why, although yes, it's especially for those that are closest to us, it is always important to take others into consideration, because our actions do affect other people. But we should not let others people's opinion affect us. And one of the best ways to minimize or to not let other people's opinion affect us is by developing a trust of ourself and a trust in our inner wisdom, a trust in our inner knowledge, and using the unseen, which would be the trust. That self-trust, that's not something that we can see, but it is something that we can take to water the seen. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. You have a blessed week.